Oh, you've clearly caught me doing some personal admin out here in the woods, just brushing my teeth. So it's probably as good a time as any for me to have a chat with you about the small, compact wash kit that I carry with me, why I carry it, and what I keep inside it. So if you're interested in taking a look inside this wash kit, if you're interested in perhaps reviewing what you carry or don't carry when you go out into the woods, as well as my overall personal take and opinion on washing and hygiene out in the field, keep watching. As you saw just a few seconds ago, my wash kit, or 99.9% of my wash kit, I'll come on to the extra 0.1%, is contained in this fairly small, fits into the palm of my hand, little press stud pouch. It's an old Arctis pouch. I can't remember what I probably did originally buy it for a wash kit, to be perfectly honest. Very small, very compact, very little weight to it. Oh, hello. Very little weight to it indeed. That packs away, no problems at all, in my bigger Bergen or into my day sack or whatever it is I'm taking out with me. You don't really notice that it's there, but that's what 99.9% of it is contained within. I know if I want to have a wash, if I want to do a bit of personal health and hygiene, I reach for that, and almost everything I need is within there. I'm going to say something now that's probably going to offend the purest health and hygienists out there, but if I'm only going out for a night, then I do not even take this with me. I take some of the contents of this, absolutely, but I don't take everything. Let me explain first what I take if I'm just going out for one night and I'm going to be back the following day. I will take with me toothpaste, toothbrush, and dental floss. Nothing else other than that. I can live with feeling a bit grotty and dirty. I can live with dirty hands. I can live with a dirty face. I can live with that. I can get away with that. It doesn't bother me. What does bother me is having dirty feeling teeth, or even worse, something stuck between my teeth. So if I'm going out for an overnighter and no longer than that, then I will take with me my toothbrush, which is actually quite a nifty idea. It splits in two, and then the tooth end stows inside the handle like that. I have in the past chopped down toothbrushes and chopped the handles off them and things, but from a hygiene perspective, you are still, you know, the bristles are still exposed to whatever else is outdoors, whatever else is in your pack, and also the bristles can get quite bent and distorted as well because they've been crammed into everything else. So actually keeping them inside something like that, the handle becomes the container becomes the handle. It's quite a nifty idea. Very, very cheap to buy. Most chemists, etc., sell something like this from a travel perspective. I've seen some that fold inside the handle, but it's a neat little idea. Bog standard dental floss is also carried, and I also just carry some typical toothpaste. I don't buy the small tubes of toothpaste. I find them quite expensive for what they are. What I do is, once I'm getting towards the end of a tube of toothpaste, I just place it to one side, knowing that there's maybe a day, maybe a couple of days toothpaste worth in there. And of course, you're regularly going through toothpaste at home, at least I hope you are, and therefore you've pretty much got an endless supplies of these dog ends of toothpaste lying around. So if I'm just going out for one night and one night alone, toothpaste, toothbrush, dental floss, that's my minimum. I can live with everything else feeling a bit dirty and a bit grotty, but if my teeth are feeling like that, or worse, there's something stuck between my teeth, it's a nightmare. I want to pack up and go home. So that's the minimum that I carry. That's what I carry for one night out. But what do I carry for a longer period of time? Well, let's have a look at that. Within that small pouch that you've just seen, I also have a British Army sweat rag. Folds up very, very small. It's a wonderful piece of kit, to use as a makeshift flannel, but it's also a great piece of kit due to the nature of what it's designed for, to also act as a towel as well. So 2 for 1, folds up very, very small, fits inside that pouch. There is the pouch there, just as a reminder, and also as a reminder There's the dental floss, the toothbrush and the toothpaste that I also carry. Within that pouch is also a pack of pocket tissues, one for blowing noses, etc. and things like that, but also for answering the call of nature. That's contained within my wash kit. Also within that wash kit is a small piece of standard household soap. I know that there's all sorts of soaps that you can buy for the outdoors that are organically friendly and rot away and things like that. I always try and make sure that any hand soap that I buy for the house also meets those standards. So I'm fairly happy that when I've used a bar of soap in the house and it's gone down to, you know, kind of a palm-sized piece of soap, I wrap that up in a small plastic bag. I actually think these are dog poo bags. Trust me, it is a clean one. Just wrap the soap up in that to stop it gunking everything else up, and that's also carried in the pouch. And the final piece of kit that lives in there is just a set of toenail clippers or nail clippers. These are actually quite a large size. There are much smaller sizes available, much lighter models available, but I actually find the large size very, very good, that they cut a lot better. The hinge and chopping mechanism is good, and they also tend to contain some other tools like something for cleaning out under your nails, a nail file itself, and the actual jaws of these and the sharpness is quite incredible. If you really had to improvise a cutting device of some description, you've not got a bad couple of blades on those toenail clippers or those nail clippers there. So I also carry those. Now, in terms of actually washing and doing that sort of side of life, external to this kit, you might remember a few minutes ago I said that 99.9% of my kit was in this pouch. External to that kit, I'm also carrying naturally a metal mug anyway for brewing up in, and I know that some of you are probably going to turn your nose up at this, but I have been known and still do also use this for washing in as well. I don't shave. I haven't been clean shaven since I left the army, God knows how many years ago, so I don't shave, so that's not a factor. That's why there's no razor blades or shaving lotion or anything like that in here. I don't shave, I have a beard, so I find this okay for boiling some water in, using it to wet my flannel in and to have a wash from that, rinse it out, and it's good to go. I know there'll be some of you turning your nose up at the thought of washing in the same thing that you're drinking from. Trust me, as I'll come on to at the end of this video, for me personally, it really isn't a big deal. And the final thing that I sometimes carry if I'm going for a fairly significant period away from home, I also carry the kitchen sink, literally called the kitchen sink. This is a nice compact, it would fit in there. It also fits inside the Zebra Billy can very well. But it's a nice, robust, collapsible, thankfully waterproof because it's designed to contain water, but it is a bowl that folds out quite neatly. You can get quite a lot of water. I think it's 5 litres or so that you can get in there and have a really good wash. You could dunk your head in there and wash your hair, dunk your feet in there and wash your feet, so it's a decent size. This only comes with me though if I'm going away for a significant period of time, simply because I find that, you know, I can get away with admin myself over a few days, maybe up to a week, just by utilising what you see on the screen now as opposed to what you see on the screen now. So that's the kit that I carry with me for anything from an overnighter to several days, if I include the kitchen sink, then for a longer period of time as well. What do you carry in your wash kit? Is there anything here that you also use? Is there anything on my layout here that you don't utilise, that you're thinking about adapting? Is there anything that isn't on my kit layout in front of you now that you do carry? Why do you carry? Is it shaving stuff? I get a lot of people that want to be clean shaven will carry shaving stuff. That's not a problem for me. So that's probably why it's not on this layout in front of you. But what do you carry that isn't on this layout in front of you right now? Let me know in the comments below. I've spoken there about the kit that I carry. Depending on how long I'm going out for will dictate what I take with me and what I leave at home. Now, I think we can argue or disagree until we're blue in the face about what you carry versus what I carry versus what you don't carry versus what I don't carry. We can argue about, you know, the benefits of soap over shaving lotion and of carrying moisture. It is very much from a personal perspective that you would put your wash kit together. However, what shapes this wash kit is what I briefly alluded to at the beginning of this video, which is my personal perspective and opinion and mantra around keeping clean and washing in the field. And I think it's that that dictates my kit, and it's your personal approach and attitude and philosophy towards health and hygiene in the field that will dictate your kit. The specifics, we can argue about what raises better than the other, but I think overarchingly we put our kit together based upon our belief system and our values, and primarily, I think, our experience. And it's my experience that has shaped that kit. Let me start off by saying, and you've probably picked this up at the beginning of the video when I talked about only carrying a toothbrush and toothpaste and dental floss. I'm okay with being outdoors and being dirty, as in from a cleanliness perspective, not the other type of dirtiness. Wash your minds out. I'm okay with being outdoors and being dirty. I can live with it. I've spent a lot of time outdoors absolutely filthy. I mean coats in cam cream and mud and grime and living in the bottom of sloppy trenches and shell scrapes. I'm okay with I'm okay with that lifestyle. I'm not fastidious about it when I'm out in the field. It is important. I am not down on that. Don't get me wrong. Don't think Craig says it's okay to be grungy when you're out in a field. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is a difference between the health and hygiene and cleanliness that you can maintain at home and the health, hygiene and cleanliness that you can maintain in the field. There just is a difference. If you can align yourself with that difference, if you can accept that, you know, some nights you're going to be going into your bed and you're going to be dirty, you're going to be feeling grimy, you're going to be a bit sweaty, you might have dirt underneath your fingernails. If you can wrap your head around that and you're okay with that, because not everybody will be, that allows you to carry less kits with you. Everything in there, everything in there will help to keep me clean. It's a small bar of soap. I'm not going on a 6-month operational tour though with that kit. There's no shampoo in there. One, I don't have a lot of hair left to worry about shampooing. If it was that big an issue, you know what? I'd just use some of the hand soap and I'd wash it with that. And I'd be okay with having a dry scalp for a little period of time afterwards. I'm okay with that. It's okay to lower your expectations around what health and hygiene and cleanliness is in the field. It's not okay to throw them out the window. That's not what I'm saying. It's okay to have two separate levels of cleanliness. That which you strive to maintain at home, probably because you've got a damn sight more resources, primarily running water, to do it, and that which you're okay with when you're out in the field. Lowering your standard to go outdoors doesn't make you a bad person, doesn't make you a dirty person or an unclean person. It means you are a person that is in tune with what is achievable outdoors, with what is man-packable when you go outside. And it's saying, based upon what I've got with me, what I can carry, what will be available locally, I am doing the best that I can to maintain my health, hygiene and cleanliness, rather than trying to do what you do indoors when outdoors. That way lies madness, and in my opinion, very sore shoulders, because you'll be carrying a lot of water with you and other stuff to try and maintain that level of cleanliness. If you take nothing away from the first part of this video, where I spoke about the kit, because that's arguable, the second part hopefully has resonated with you in terms of it's your own personal benchmarks and probably experience of being outdoors that can help you to trim that kit down or look at your outdoors wash kit differently than your home bathroom wash kit. If you're interested in seeing how this kit that I'm carrying here, this wash kit, fits into my overall Bushcraft kit package. And if you check out the video that's appearing in this top right hand corner of your screen right now, you'll see me reference that wash kit alongside a lot of other outdoors kit that I carry with me as well. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you in the next video very shortly. Cheers.